Hi, hello everyone. I'm very happy to see you that you are here on this third Common Art or Mini Common Art episode. If you haven't seen the other two, I strongly suggest that you look them up in my YouTube channel. You will learn vocabulary, expressions, and of course, a nice conversation that is developed through an art expression. And this time we're talking about furniture. Okay, first of all, what is furniture? Furniture is the collection of pieces of furniture. So furniture is a collective name and we use it in singular. We talk about a furniture store, or I have much furniture in my house. I have a lot of furniture in my house. Now, if we want to talk about the pieces individually, then we say a piece of furniture. Which pieces of furniture can you name? Which pieces of furniture do you have at home? I have, sofas and chairs and tables, a dining set, coffee tables. I have a bed. I have night tables, etc. All of these pieces of furniture together are referred as furniture. Now, why do we have the word fur-niture? It's a game of words. You can see in the image that there are some pets on a sofa. The hair of the pets is called fur. So furniture, because usually when we have pets at home, it's very common that they go onto the sofas, they go onto the chairs, they go onto the bed, and they leave their fur everywhere around. So it's a game of words. Furniture. All right, so what are we going to do today? What is the objective of this session? Today we're going to share views on a very short story and develop a longer story adding modifiers. We're going to change or specify some nouns, giving adjectives or modifiers to give more information about it, okay, about them. What activities? As I have done in the previous mini common art sessions, we're going to start with some brain gym exercise so that you can focus, you can concentrate, and you can develop your brain more efficiently. Because when we do brain gym or mindful exercises, we are helping our brain, first of all, to relax, second, to concentrate, and third, to create more connections. So this time it's going to be a brain gym with emojis. Secondly, we are going to read a very short text and read it aloud to improve reading, to improve pronunciation, and to improve fluency. And then taking this text, this very brief text, we're going to develop a longer story, adding some words to it. Are we ready to start? So let's begin with the brain gym with emojis. So we have this brain gym with emojis. Let's go for number one. Very easy. You can use your dominant hand. In my case, I am left-handed, or you can use the other hand, the one that is not your dominant hand. It's better if you use both of them. So let's do number one together. We have an open hand. And the next one, open hand. Okay. Let's repeat it. Can you do it with your other hand? Simple, right? Can you do it with both hands? Let's go for number 2. Use your dominant hand first. Do it with your other hand. Let's go for number 3. Other hand. Oops, I made a mistake. We start again with number 3. Can we do them all together? From 1 and then 2 and then 3. Use your dominant hand, your non-dominant hand, or both hands, whichever you feel more comfortable with. I'm going to do it with my dominant hand. And you can repeat it as many times as you wish. But let's move on, okay? Let's move on with the next one. What are we going to do? We're going to read a text aloud. This text is from a writer. The text that I'm going to show you is from a writer called Lydia Davis. Lydia Davis is an American writer, and she is very particular. Well, her writings are very particular because usually they are very short, extremely short stories, and they are often characterized by their vivid observation of mostly routine occurrences or routine things. So she became very famous with these very short narratives because she provoked thoughts around them. Okay, they can be even as short as one line, and sometimes they are referred as poems, parables, or jokes, or anecdotes. And well, she has published several books. So we're going to read one of these very short stories. It's called Dog Hair. The Dog Hair. I'm going to read it all along, and then I'm going to be pausing sentence by sentence so that you can repeat and pronounce correctly. Ready? First, just listen. The dog is gone. We miss him. When the doorbell rings, no one barks. When we come home late, there's no one waiting for us. We still find his hairs here and there around the house and on our clothes. We pick them up. We should throw them away, but they are all we have left of him. We don't throw them away. We have a hope. If only collect enough of them, we will be able to put the dog back together again. Now, I will repeat sentence by sentence, and you can repeat after me. The dog is gone. We miss him. When the doorbell rings, no one barks. When we come home late, there's no one waiting for us. We still find his hairs here and there around the house and on our clothes. We pick them up. We should throw them away, but they are all we have left of him. We don't throw them away. We have a hope. If only we collect enough of them, we will be able to put the dog back together again. Now, I'm going to read it all, and I would like you to read it together with me. Okay, so listen very attentively to the pronunciation, the rhythm, the intonation, and try to copy as much as you can. If you have an accent because you are a Spanish speaker or French speaker or whatever, it's okay to have an accent. There is a difference between having an accent and having bad pronunciation. Having an accent is okay. Mispronouncing words is not okay. That's what sometimes brings confusion when we are speaking. Are we ready? Okay, let's go for it. The dog hair. The dog is gone. We miss him. When the doorbell rings, no one barks. When we come home late, there's no one waiting for us. We still find his hairs here and there around the house and on our clothes. We pick them up. We should throw them away, but they are all we have left of him. We don't throw them away. We have a hope. If only we collect enough of them, we will be able to put the dog back together again. How was it? You can always go back and listen to it again and repeat sentence by sentence and then try again reading along with me. Do it as many times as you can. But well, it's time for us to go into some questions, okay, to discuss about the text. So, what does Lydia want to tell us? When we hear the dog is gone, where is the dog? What can you imagine? We might have two possibilities over here. Maybe the dog ran away, left the house, or maybe the dog died. So if you happen to have a dog, well, or a cat, but dogs are noisier. If you happen to have a dog, when the doorbell rings, we usually hear some barking of the dog, or when we get home, we can usually hear the dog barking because they are happy to see us. Now the dog is not here, so who barks or who makes noises? Nobody. Does that make you happy? Does that make you feel sad? I used to have a dog. Her name was Livia, and I knew that she was very happy when I got home. She got sad when I left home, and I could usually hear her barking when I was approaching the house. Yes, dogs can be our friends, our companions, definitely. And when I came home late, yes, she was waiting for me. So dogs can be a good company. Cats can be a good company too. Some people like them, some people don't like them. Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Are you a dog lover or a cat lover? Now, as I mentioned before, one of the situations when we have a dog or a cat is that usually we can find many hairs here and there. Think about your pet, if you ever had one or if you have one. Where do you find your pet's hair? Is there hair on the sofa, on the couch, on your bed, on the floor, on your clothes? We usually find hair everywhere. What do you do with it? What do you do with that hair? Do you pick it up and save it, or do you pick it up and throw it away? In this case, Lydia says that, or wants to say, as I understand, is that they miss the dog very much. So they want to keep something from him or her. So they don't throw the hair away. They keep all the hair. What is the hope that Lydia is expressing over here? Maybe when they have enough hair, they can put the dog back together again. How can you put a dog back together again? Is Lydia going crazy thinking about this? Could they revive the dog with all the hair? Most probably they wouldn't be able to do that. But there is a hope that the dog comes back again. If you have a dog, if you have a cat, would you say, or pets, collectively speaking, a dog, a cat, fish, a turtle, I don't know, some other animal that you have at home as a pet. Do you consider the pet to be part of your family? Why? Or what's the reason that we consider pets part of our families? They give us company. They make us laugh. They make us go out and take them for a walk, maybe. How do we keep the memory of our beloved ones when they are gone? Do you have photos? Maybe if you lost a dog or a cat, do you have photos of your dog or your cat? Now, what do you think from this text? Do you think that Lydia Davis is sad, that the writer is sad? Do you think that she misses her dog? That's my impression. I miss my dog, definitely. She used to be lying next to me when I was giving my classes all the time. Well, she was an old dog when she passed away, and all the time she was lying next to me. So at the beginning, when she just left me, I usually turned my head around and looked to the floor to see if she was there. And when I went away and came home late, I was sad to get home and not finding Livia next to me. How about you? What's your experience of having a dog or a cat or another pet? If you would like to share your comments or your experiences or write down something about your dog, your cat, your pet, I would be very glad to read them. What other ideas come to your mind? Okay, so let's go for the next part. And this time we're going to talk about adjectives. Adjectives or modifiers, because, well, they are called like that because they modify a noun. A noun, in Spanish, sustantivo, is a word that names a person, a thing, or an idea. Okay? And adjectives are these precious words that describe just nouns, to make them exquisite, clever, tedious, interesting, vivid, exact, special. When we say the dog is gone, you have an idea of a dog. How do you picture the dog? If we want to be more precise, then we have to give characteristics of the dog. What kind of dog was it? Was it big, small? Was it white or brown or a black dog? Was it a loving dog, a special dog, a noisy dog, a lazy dog? All of these words or adjectives, modifiers or adjectives, are giving us special characteristics of something or someone. That's why adjectives describe just nouns to make them exquisite, clever, tedious, interesting, vivid, exact, special. How many adjectives do you see on the word cloud? Quiet, curly, gigantic, lucky, joyful, new, obedient, heroic. All of those are adjectives. As we mentioned, adjectives describe nouns. So let's check in Lydia Davis's text which nouns we have. Over here, we're not going to check the pronouns, okay? Only the nouns. And there aren't so many. You can see on screen the nouns in green. The dog is gone. We miss him. When the doorbell rings, no one barks. When we come home late, there's no one waiting for us. We still find his hairs here and there around the house and on our clothes. We pick them up and we should throw them away, but they are all we have left of him. We don't throw them away. We have a hope. If only we collect enough of them, we will be able to put the dog back together again. Okay, so the dog. How do you picture the dog? Which adjectives can you use to be more specific about the dog? Which words can you use to be more specific about the doorbell, about the hairs, the house, the clothes, and again, the dog? Now, let's remember that adjectives in English come before the noun. It's not like in Spanish. In Spanish, we say el perro negro. In English, we say the black dog. In Spanish, we say la casa grande. In English, we say the big house. All right? So I'm just giving you an example over here, adding some adjectives to the nouns. You can use this text, or you can write any other text, adding modifiers or adjectives to the nouns to make the nouns more exquisite, more clever, more interesting, more vivid, more exact, more special, because now it's going to be your text. Okay, in this case, it is my text. Because of the brevity of these sessions, I'm just adding my adjectives, and I'm making it simple for you to be very clear, to be very specific, but you can add more words. Okay, so I have added some modifiers, and you can see them in red in the text. The lazy, charming dog is gone. Now I have a little bit more information about it. We miss him. When the noisy golden doorbell rings, now I have a better picture of the doorbell. It's noisy and it's golden. When the noisy golden doorbell rings, no one barks. When we come home late, there's no one waiting for us. We still find his black, ugly hairs here and there around the huge, lovely house and on our ragged, dirty clothes. Wow, now we have a better understanding or a better idea of the dog and of the dog hair. The hair was black and was ugly. Maybe the dog was dirty, I don't know. It was a dirty dog. That's why they were ugly, or maybe they were so long or spiky. I don't know. But we have more information about the dog and its hairs. We still find his black, ugly hairs here and there around the huge, lovely house. Now we have more information about the house. It is huge and it is lovely. And on our ragged, dirty clothes. Okay, ragged, old. Old clothes. Maybe also on the new clothes. Maybe also on the clean clothes. Sometimes they're difficult to get rid of. Okay, so, but we find his black, ugly hairs around the huge, lovely house and the furniture and everywhere, and on our ragged, dirty clothes. We pick them up. We should throw them away, but they are all we have left of him. What other information do we have about the dog? That it was a lovely dog. So we knew it was lazy, or he was lazy. He was charming. He was lovely. He was black. And his hairs were ugly because they got stuck on the furniture. Maybe that's why. But the dog itself was lazy and charming and black and lovely. So adjectives make the text richer and more specific. What Lydia Davis does in order to make her texts brief is that she takes away all the specificities, okay? She just mentions a dog, a house, a doorbell, and clothes. But she's not being specific. So in order to make the text richer, we need these words, as I tell you, the adjectives. So my suggestion is you try it yourself. You can copy the text and add other adjectives that refer to your special pet. You can modify it as much as you want. Or you can write another text and trying to be specific. If you're going to talk about shoes, what kind of shoes? If you're going to talk about food, what kind of food? And this way you will make the text richer and more specific and more beautiful. I hope you enjoyed today's COMMUNART session, and let's just reflect a little bit of the importance of pets in our lives. Some people don't like them, definitely, but some people do. Why are they special for you? Or what else is special for you? We always give a part of our hearts to these special creatures. Well, see you around, and next time I will come up with another idea, with another mini common art to help you improve your English This time it was reading aloud also, because reading aloud is going to help you a lot improve your pronunciation, your fluency, your rhythm, intonation. Listening to English and reading aloud will help you improve your English very much. Thanks again, and see you soon. Bye.